Are you struggling to recruit and retain caregivers? What if there was a way for you to attract and retain more caregivers without having to do more work? Yes, you heard that right. Hi, my name is Bonitatibus, and today on Home Care Digital, we're talking about just this, how you can leverage some powerful tools that you're already doing to input into your marketing effort to drive greater results. One of the biggest mistakes that I see when it comes to home care agencies marketing for attracting good caregivers, they're so focused on getting more applicants instead of converting the qualified ones that they're already getting. These ones that you're like, man, this person is so great, I want them to work for me, but then they go somewhere else. Or they don't show up for their interview. And you're like, man, I really thought that was a good person. Well, they likely just chose another home care agency. And this is very common. In the home care industry, I always see this, and I use this bucket analogy where people are just trying to get more applicants, and they got these holes in these buckets and they're wondering why things aren't working. We can't just try and get more applicants thinking that that's going to get greater results. We have to look at where the holes are. How can we just convert the ones that we're already getting? I know that you're already spending a bunch of money on Indeed ads and all these different resources. And so if you can just focus on conversion, then you're not spending more money to try and drive these results. You're actually just showcasing some of the things that you may already be doing. And I'll go into more detail about what I'm talking about. But this becomes really tough, right? Caregivers are not showing up for their interviews. They're not showing up for orientation. They're not showing up for their first shift. They're visiting your website without applying. These are things that are happening on a regular, consistent basis. And so you have to ask yourself, well, what are you doing to stand out? What are you doing to prevent these from happening? Are you just saying, oh, well, we have work, so they should just want to come with us? No, we have to sell, right? Recruitment is marketing. And if you're a recruiter nowadays and you don't see yourself as a marketer, you're in the wrong business. Recruiting is sales. I say this all the time because we need to be selling. It is essential to be leveraging and utilizing specific sales techniques that you try and get marketing, that you try and get clients with, but using it in the same element that we're trying to get clients. And we're going to go through some ways that you can start to do that. But the thing you have to understand before we dive into it is understanding that they are in the power position. It is supply and demand, and they know, the good ones know that they can go anywhere they want, right? They got the pickings. They can do whatever they want. And so how are you showcasing yourself as someone where those top caregivers are like, oh, wow, this agency is awesome. I want to come work for them, right? So there's a couple ways that you can go about doing that. Because most of the time, you're just an apple, Granny Smith apple, which, let's be honest, they're terrible apples. I don't know why people eat them. They're terrible. Anyway, we want to be something better, like an Apple Crisp, best apple in the world. So how are we standing out? How are we being different, right? Apple Crisp is a good step up from Granny Smith, but how can we go one step further? How can we be a pineapple? How can we be so different where we're standing out, where people are saying, wow, this is the company for me. I want to go out of my way to work for this organization, right? And at the end of the day, it's about increasing your conversions. As I talked about, and utilizing the bucket analogy, is how are we converting more of those people that we're already getting? Well, so often you may be saying things like, oh, well, we've got great company culture. We really take care of our caregivers. They really love working with us. Great. You can say it all you want, but prove it. Are you proving it? Because you can say this, right? You have the greatest company culture, but we got to prove it. Another mistake that I often see is that home care agencies talk about their company culture and they share all these cool things when the caregiver is already in orientation. You've already sold them. You've already interviewed them, attracted them. They're in your office. They said yes, and now you're training them to work for you. This is too late. This is too late. We have to start doing these things earlier. We have to start showcasing that you are amazing prior to any of this happening, prior to orientation, prior to the first interview. And look, I know you're doing some amazing things. I hear it all the time. And sometimes it's just as little as just documenting it and then putting it in a place where they can see it. And so there's a couple ways that you can go about doing this. The first one is video. If you're following me, you know that I love video. It's the most powerful medium and it's not going anywhere. And so leveraging video for driving greater results to attract more caregivers is one way to go about doing this and letting people know, getting people an experience of who you are, who your organization is, your company culture, prior to them ever even setting foot in your office. And there's a couple different videos that you can do. If you've watched my channel before, you can go back and check out some other videos, but I talk about your why video, right? Sharing your story, sharing your why. Caregiver testimonials. That's a big one, right? Social proof. We try and get more Google reviews to attract more clients, but not leveraging caregiver testimonials. Now, to be clear too, actually, this caregiver testimonials doesn't even have to be video. You can actually just leverage testimonials that you're already getting. Maybe you're getting them from Home Care Pulse, which can be really impactful when they're doing their surveys. You can just take the clips, boom, put those testimonials on your recruitment landing pages, and now you're leveraging and utilizing these testimonials that are proving that you are a great company to work for. But if they just go to your site or they check out your social media, it doesn't have anything that says anything, then they're like, is this the company for me? Do I really want this? Well, they seem nice on the phone, but so did that other company, right? So we have to think about how we're leveraging and utilizing these tools. Another video you might have is like, why caregiving for people that specifically aren't caregivers already, but are looking to maybe get into the profession. Because now you're selling caregiving instead of your company also, which is an important element in trying to attract good workers. And according to Forbes, 74% of marketing professionals report that video converts better than any other medium. And so when we can leverage this, when we can use this in your automation, sending videos to people, sending them after they apply, it becomes a really powerful asset to driving those greater results, increasing those show-up rates, increasing people showing up for orientation, showing up for their shift because they want to work for you and you stand out. One of the other mistakes that I often see home care agencies make is that they treat their social media like a billboard. Just, we're hiring, we're hiring, we're hiring, we're hiring. People, we gotta stop doing that. Your social media is not a billboard. That's not helping to convert people. They already know you're hiring. Everybody's hiring if you own a home care agency. And when you post it to your Facebook or your social media, it's only going to your followers, so you're actually hurting and harming your existing followers. It's just a terrible strategy. Stop doing that. It does not work. Instead, think about how you can post things that actually sell for you, right? Is your social media an asset or is it just blah? Are people going to your social media? Are you happy and be like, oh, go check out our social media. It's really awesome. You're gonna get a good idea of what our company is really about. Social media is one of the easiest ways to showcase your company culture, show behind the scenes of things that are going on, things that you're doing in your organization that really make you different, whether you're showcasing Caregiver of the Month, appreciations, all these different things, being with clients. I mean, real personalized things. You can't outsource this, people. You can't hire a company, a digital marketing agency, hey, can you just post on social media for it? No, it's stock, it's bland, it doesn't work. But the best part is about this, you're already doing stuff. You're already doing all this stuff in your agency to focus on recruitment and retention. We just gotta take a photo and document it. Post it to social media, post it to our website so you can start to utilize it. Which leads me to number 2, is just photos. You don't have to get on video, you don't have to get your caregivers. That sometimes can seem like a lot. I can help you if it seems like a lot, but we want to showcase, right? Happy caregivers, your caregiver training, right? Taking a photo. You can actually even repurpose some of your caregiver training by recording it as a video and then utilizing that in your YouTube channel. But I won't go down that rabbit hole right now. Showcasing caregiver appreciation, right? There's upcoming holidays that happen. Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of these great holidays. Take photos and then use them in your marketing effort. Put them on flyers. Put them on your recruitment careers page. This becomes an asset. When you're posting them on social media, trust me, caregivers are coming to your social media and checking it out. I've seen it, my clients have seen it. When they have good content, their caregivers come in and they say, I saw your social media and that is why I'm here. It works, right? And so you need to ask yourself, is your social media asset or is it blah? And how can you take the things you're already doing, these appreciation events, right? Maybe, you're doing a cash grab where you got a cash machine or something along those lines. Boom, post about it, right? Maybe you're just recognizing some of your caregivers for doing outstanding work, right? And you're giving them a gift card or having them come in. Boom, take a photo, document it, utilize that. It becomes a really powerful tool. And there's so many ways that you can utilize these photos once you have them, right? Social media I mentioned, on your careers page I mentioned. You can even send them to like emails and text messages where you're driving people. You may even take them back to your careers page because you've got all these great information on your careers page. You've got personalized things. Is your careers page really selling? Something to also ask. But even just adding some photos of you and your team can dramatically increase those conversions, increase people wanting to work with you above any other company. And these are things that you're already doing. You may even have these photos. They're probably already on your phone. You just haven't posted them yet. You haven't put them anywhere. Start putting them in places. And so you can get results from them. You say you've got company culture. You say you're a great place to work. Prove it. Showcase it. And this will drive greater results. You don't even have to do any extra work. You're already doing this. Okay, so you have to do a little bit of work. 1 second. It takes that long to take a photo. Make it happen. Go out there, crush it. Do you want to attract more clients, more caregivers, and referral sources using the power of video? Well, I am so excited that I just created a brand new free mini course that's going to go over how you can leverage video. And guess what? It only takes 2 hours a month to create amazing video assets that you can use and leverage again and again. To learn more, go to homecarebrandmastery.com.